100 years ago, at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month, back in 1918, the Great War ended. This weekend, we honor the men and women who have proudly served our country. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Veterans Day is this Sunday, and local Veteran Service Officer John Brem says there's lots of events going on this weekend to honor those who have served our country. Festivities will begin tomorrow at 8 a.m. with coffee at the Western Nebraska Veterans Home. And then the annual Scottsbluff Veterans Day Parade will take place in downtown Scottsbluff on East Overland beginning at 11 a.m. Brem says at least 3 marching bands have confirmed for tomorrow's parade and will also feature lots of floats and will be led by the VFW Auxiliary, followed by the Color Guard, and then dignitaries.
One thing we're doing different this year, we have about 2 or 3 cars for World War II veterans, or any World War II veterans. I'd like them to call our office today so we know how many we have, and we're going to have World War II veterans on there. We want to honor them since we want to know why they're still alive rather than after they've departed.
Yeah. The Memorial Avenue of flags on East Overland, Broadway, and 27th Street were also put up today in Scottsbluff as well. Well, for nearly 2 decades, John Gale has served Nebraska as Secretary of State, overseeing 9 elections and helping elementary school children learn about Nebraska history. Today, Gale made a stop in Scottsbluff, perhaps his last trip in an official capacity, and reflected on his years of service to Nebraska.
I couldn't have asked for a job that I've enjoyed more or had been better qualified to do than the Secretary of State job. We've made a lot of changes, made a lot of improvements. I think we've provided outstanding public service during my years. I've had a wonderful team of people working with me, and I think strong industry support from the various industries that use our office.
Republican Bob Evnen will succeed Gale after he won the Secretary of State race against Democratic challenger Spencer Danner during Tuesday's general election. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer will be in with your weekend weather forecast. Don't touch that dial. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
No matter what job I've got to do, my John Deere 5E tractor can do it all. Whether I'm cutting, moving feed, or building a fence. Using my 5E means my work gets done faster at a price I can afford, and that works for me.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
How did Arby's finally make the turkey sandwich exciting? We deep fried it. Just the turkey part, not the whole sandwich. For now.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
We're going to be dealing with temps falling into the 20s here this evening, clear skies. We're going to see a few more clouds as we get later on into the evening, but temps not nearly as cold as what they were last night. We had temps fall into the single digits, 0 in Chadron this morning. So yeah, not as cold to start the day tomorrow, and it won't be as cold as we go through the afternoon, but we're going to get colder again Sunday into Monday, unfortunately. Then much milder conditions coming our way with little in the way of precip. 38 yesterday after a low of 19, so yeah, we didn't get very hot and we didn't get very warm today. It's a precip out there, 3 inches above normal for the year. Heading to Lincoln tomorrow, well, we're going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies. That's the good news. Breezy, the not so good news, and it's going to be pretty chilly. Temps are only going to be in the 20s at kickoff, warming into the 30s by afternoon, and wind chills are going to be even colder than that. Right now we have temps that are in the 20s and 30s all across most of the state. Look at this pocket of colder air here. These are some single digits and teens in this part of Nebraska. 18 in Valentine and Norfolk, 19 right now in Lincoln. Very cold here in our area as well. Temps in the 20s as we go through the early evening hours. 21 right now in Gordon, the coldest reading we can find. A pair of 32s in Torrington and LaGrange, and 32 down in Cheyenne. Winds there, notice, out of the west-southwest, which is bringing in those warmer conditions. Here we have east-southeasterly winds, and that is meaning it's not quite as warm in our area. Downsloping winds coming off the high country is what's keeping things warmer. And they're very high winds. They're going to be really high winds tonight, dealing with 60, 65, maybe 70 mile an hour gusts overnight tonight through the day tomorrow, and that is when that high wind warning is in effect. So we take a look at the futurecast. You can see the winds right now. They'll start to pick up and come down off the higher elevations just to the west of I-25. Winds are going to be very strong this evening as we go through the early evening hours, and temps tonight going to fall primarily into the teens and 20s. Again, that's 15 to 20 degrees warmer than some people were this morning. 14 in Valentine, cooler air there. 30 though in Wheatland. Those winds are going to keep the temps up a little bit there. Now notice the winds tomorrow. They continue here in the high country through about midday, and then they quickly die out, and they'll be gone by afternoon. But we'll start to see some snow work its way in here. Wouldn't be surprised to see some snow in and around Cheyenne late tomorrow night into Sunday. So if you're traveling that way, be prepared for some snowfall. 45 in Cheyenne tomorrow. We're in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees here in our area. Our forecast for tonight, clear skies, 22-year low. For tomorrow, it looks pretty nice. A couple Veterans Day parades going on, mainly sunny skies, and 49-year high. That's good news. In our 7-day forecast, we're back to cooler both Sunday and Monday. Cold conditions with highs only in the 30s. Then we rebound pretty nicely. Tuesday in the 50s. We may top out in the low 60s on Wednesday, our warmest day next week, and then back into the 50s for Thursday and Friday, and really no chances of precip in sight.
How did Arby's finally make the turkey sandwich exciting? We deep fried it. Just the turkey part, not the whole sandwich. For now.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
Get your jingle on this Christmas season at TC and More. With our wide variety of games, homemade lotions and soaps, willow tree figurines, clothing, gift cards, and much, much more. Let us simplify your shopping experience as we have gifts for everyone on your list. Check us out on Facebook. We have free gift wrapping, great customer service, where we say Merry Christmas. Please shop local this Christmas season. TC and More at 1621 Broadway in downtown Scottsbluff.
The leaves are turning and the temperatures are cooling, so it's time to come harvest the deals at the Viera Wireless Fall Savings Sale. Right now, get your family high-speed, truly unlimited mobile data for just $35 per line with 4 lines. Prices have never been lower for unlimited data. Plus, trade in your current phone and get up to $500 off the latest iPhone and Samsung models. Those are incredible savings on the most popular and advanced smartphones. Don't miss out on our Fall Savings Sale. Hurry into Viera today.
Welcome back. Western Nebraska Community College has been named a Best for Vets College for the 9th straight year. That's according to Military Times Magazine. WNCC was one of the top 33 two-year institutions chosen to the 2019 list based on a 150-question survey that hundreds of colleges and institutions completed. The survey was used to rank colleges in university culture, academic quality and outcomes, as well as policies, student support, and costs and financial aid in regards to military and veteran service. Well, the Union Bar in Gering is hoping for a strong showing for a Veterans Day event to raise money for Operation Ride Home, which helps servicemen and women afford trips home from military bases this holiday season. On Sunday, the public can purchase a roast beef dinner for $8 and then take part in a raffle, silent and live auctions, and more. Owner Scott Swanson says he's ready to serve between 200 and 250 meals this Sunday. And the firefighter ministry has honored 4 Panhandle residents with the first ever First Responder Awards. Stacy Fisher was honored as favorite dispatcher, Courtney Miley was honored as favorite EMT, with Daryl Vance being named favorite firefighter and Tim Lordino as favorite police officer. The Firefighter Ministry is a local nonprofit that offers assistance to local families affected by house fires by providing them with clothes, shelter, and other necessities to get them back on their feet. Well, straight ahead, Clay Patton with the Rural Radio Network will be in with a check-in on Ag News. Stick around. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Monument Mall has been a huge part of the commercial retail market that has served the Scottsbluff Gearing area for well over 2 decades. Many have the misconception that leasing or renting a retail commercial space at Monument Mall is not affordable. On the contrary, our retail spaces have never been more affordable than now. Often having several spaces to choose from for rental or lease options, we have kiosks and retail merchandising units available for your needs to help your business thrive. So don't hesitate. Feel free to give us a call. For more information, please contact Krista Pelster, our property manager, at 308-632-6000.
Care Heilbrunn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbrunn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Western Hearing Clinic Ag Desk. Western Hearing Clinic, the Panhandle's choice for better hearing, helping you hear what matters most.
Nebraska Thursdays, working to bring locally raised food to school lunchrooms all across the state. Sarah Smith is with the Nebraska Department of Education, and she fills us in on grant opportunities for schools that want to participate in Nebraska Thursdays.
So Nebraska Thursdays is a program that we have statewide for schools participating in the National School Lunch Program. And the goal of this program is to bring as much local food to the plate as possible on the first Thursday of the month. So it's really a celebration of all the different types of local foods we have in Nebraska. Right. So this project came about from funding from a USDA Farm to School grant. That's a national grant that's open right now. And we'd love to see several applications come in from our state. The only way we could make this project happen was with that funding. And so this is a 2-year program. Last year we piloted the program, and this year it's open statewide. And so we have promotional materials, we have a website available for more information, and we can provide technical assistance to schools looking to bring more local foods onto the plate.
I had a chance to sit in on a Nebraska Thursday where Spencer Walahoski, an 8th grade student, had donated part of his 4-H year back to the community and back to his local school.
Mostly just because of the fact that I can nourish my peers with healthy beef. Just nice to have locally raised beef being able to eat at school.
Thursdays in Nebraska are a great way to bring ag literacy full circle for many students who may not know where food and fiber comes from in Nebraska. On the Rural Radio Network, I'm Clay Patton.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska. We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting to know that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
It's a friendly town, that's for sure. Not too big, not too small. Seems like everybody knows your name.
We stick together through thick and thin. That's the way it's always been. 'Cause where we live is still our claim to fame. We love this town, this grand old town. There's not another town like this around. We've got it all right here in our own backyard. We love this town. We love this town. We love this town.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Winter weather brings winter clothing to compliments for you and your home. Start with women's fashion from FDJ, Renoir, Montana Company, and many more. We have beautiful and original ladies' fashions that appeal to women of all ages and sizes. Also, remember to complement your outfit with a bag from Melly Bianco. Finally, get your home ready for the holiday season with decor that brings joy to your life. Compliments for you and your home. Open Thursday evenings and Sunday afternoons now through Christmas.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy. Supporting local jobs. Giving back to our community. Investing in entrepreneurship. Making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
And finally tonight, before we break for the weekend, it's once again time to honor the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. For this week's Star Student of the Week, we head on over to Geil Elementary in Gering, where Principal Angela Morris had the Platte Valley Company's associates attend the all-school assembly.
I have some gentlemen up here this morning that were given a name of a student here at Geil that does some amazing things. Okay? They are here to award an award to one of our students for being a great student, doing some kindness, and I'll let them tell you a little bit more about it.
This person has a warm heart and wants to be friends with all people and animals that she meets. She wants to be a helper everywhere she goes, including helping the elderly at church and babies at daycare. So please give a big Geil welcome and round of applause to Morgan Long.
Second grader Morgan Long came up front and center to accept her award and recognition from PVC commercial lender Ladd Harrison. Afterwards, it was straight to the principal's office for a little Q&A to find out what makes this star student tick.
One of the things that we were told is that you really like animals. Do you have any pets?
I have an English bulldog and another dog. I don't know what it's called though.
Morgan also says she's always willing to lend a helping hand to either classmates or people at church.
But at church, I help other people when they have trouble doing some stuff. I help other people open doors.
And even though she's only in the second grade, Morgan Long has some pretty high career ambitions.
Do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
No, not for sure, but I want to be a doctor.
A doctor? Maybe a veterinarian, since you like pets so much? That's like an animal doctor.
I do like my pets, though, because my grandma lives on a farm, so I get to go with her, and I get to take care of the animals sometimes.
Congratulations once again to Morgan Long, the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. And if you'd like to nominate a deserving K-12 student to be the next Star Student of the Week, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.